Hey guys, what's up? 7:30 at night. The reason I'm filming so late is because I had work at 7 in the morning, and then I had work, and so I had a 12-hour day. I didn't get out of work until 6. I didn't get home until 6:40. And I ordered pizza because nobody's home. Oh, I have to show you the lights. But nobody's home, so I ordered a pizza. And I'm just chilling tonight. So there's really nothing going on. I'm probably just gonna watch TV. So I feel like it's not gonna be really exciting. So this vlog is also gonna be really short. But my Uber driver from work to home, my second job to home, was adorable. Like adorable. And I also have like, oh my gosh, there's some stories I need to tell. Alright, but so when we come downstairs, alright, so we walk from my upstairs to my downstairs, and I have this little beauty. Love it. And you keep walking with my rubber boots, work, my cool little socks now. And then you have the tree that's not lit up. Oh, we have like these garlands. And then we have wreaths outside. This is one of them. And then we have other ones on the windows. I'll turn this on. And then so we have 3 windows, and there's a wreath in each one of them. And then we also have some lights on the sailboat. And then over here we have Santa Claus, and we have 2 horses, and we have another Santa Claus, and we have that. And we have all this fun shebangle. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna turn the lights on because you guys need to get the full effect. But now it lights up. Damn, Daniel. Oh, my power from last night. And then we go. Gosh. But yeah, I really like this though. Oops. I really like the. This is just a stick. I really like this outlook. I think it looks really cool. And of course the tree and our little tree. He's so cute. And then this. Also, I know I look like really bad. It's because I worked at a barn this morning, and I didn't really have time to change. So I just kind of threw a sweater on, changed my pants, and then like threw some concealer on or foundation. And it's not the same color as my face. So there's that. And then the gingerbread houses that I never decorated, or that we never decorated. The ones that I poured my heart and soul into. I think they look pretty darn good. So yeah, honestly, nothing much is happening today. So yeah, I'll probably see you guys when the pizza gets here. So yeah, probably see you guys then. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be. This is such an unflattering angle, but we're gonna work with it anyways. So, it's 10:40 right now, and honestly I don't watch TV, and I have ice cream in this little cutie patootie bowl with some ice cream in it. I haven't finished the ice cream, and I think I'm just gonna watch a Christmas movie until people get home. But I wanted to tell you guys like 2 mini stories about what happened to me today that was just like, not wild, but it was just like really stressful. So, the first thing happened at work. So I was scheduled to work at 3:30, right? And so I had to cover someone's party from 2 to 4. So I was gonna get there at 3:30, and I assumed that I was going to be like ending it and then just cleaning up. So, which meant like I was gonna be down around like 4:30. So I get there, and then my boss calls, and he's like, oh, you know that there's a party tonight from 4:30 to 7, right? And I was like, no. No one told me that until just now. And before that even happened, my parents were going out to a work dinner, and then my brother had something that he had to leave the house at 7 for. So my little brother, who's 7, like obviously he can't be by himself. Like he's 7 years old. Like you know? So so that happened, and I was like, no, like I didn't know. And so I texted my mom, and I was like, Mom, I was like, something's happening until 7. Like, when does William have to be at his thing? Could you just bring Benjamin here for the last half hour? Like, blah, 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 like all this stuff. And she was like, I don't know what to do. Like, okay, well, I'm doing such a horrible job of explaining, I'm so sorry. So I was there. The people, that party I was there for ended. So then I was cleaning up, and then the next group of people came in. And while the next group of people came in, my mom was there. And she was talking to me, and she was like, I don't know what you're gonna do. Like, I don't know what's happening. And I was like really uncomfortable in the situation, because like, I'm not arguing with my mom, but like there's something happening, and like, it's just like not a good situation to be when there's a client with you as well. It was just a bad situation. But William has to be somewhere, and you can't leave Benjamin alone, so we're gonna have to miss dinner. And I was like, well, like, I can call him and ask him. So then my dad came in. Well, me and my dad, we just like, I don't know. We don't really like mix together well, I guess. We don't fit together well. Like, we can only handle like small doses of each other. Otherwise, it's just like both of us get frustrated, and it's just like not a good situation, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just like we can't like be together for too long, because then it just like because we don't mix, it just doesn't work. But so he comes in, and he's like, you need to call him, and he's like, he's not yelling at me, but he's projecting. And so the lady who, like, this is like her husband's party, they can hear everything that he's saying. And I'm like, this is so embarrassing, like, you're making me uncomfortable. So I go over, because I'm charging my phone, so I go over and I get my phone, and I'm texting him, or I'm trying to text my boss, and I'm like, I don't know how to word this. Like, I don't know how to say, listen, I know I'm scheduled until 7, but I need to leave at 6. Is there any way I can leave at 6? I said, I don't know how to word this. And so my dad goes, give me the phone, and he like reads the text messages. And keep in mind, I didn't know that I was working, because nobody told me. And so my dad takes that as, I knew I was gonna stay till 7. Like I committed to staying here until 7, like whatever, like all this. And like I committed to watching my little brother, like all this stuff. And I was like I was literally like, I was stressing out. Like, I understand, like I could have planned it better. Like, yeah, like I could have texted someone and been like, hey, are there any parties? Usually people do text me, they're like, hey, like they'll text me on Thursday or Wednesday. They'll be like, hey, heads up, you have a party on Saturday. I'll be like, okay, cool. And the last time I talked to somebody, they said that Saturday parties haven't been booked for, or at least for my slot, they hadn't been booked for a while. So my dad gets all mad, he gives me the phone, and he goes, nowhere in there does it say that you're leaving at 4:30. I was like, what? He just walks away, and yeah, he's like, you committed, like blah, blah, blah. My mom's like, she didn't know. And I was like, I didn't know that I was gonna have this. Like I didn't know, so I told him, I was like, I didn't know that I was gonna have a party. And so he was like, yes, you did, like blah, blah, blah. And my mom was like, no, she didn't know. And he was like, yeah, that's not what it says on there, she knew. So they walk out, and I'm like, great, like fucking great. Like now I'm stressed out. Like I haven't even offered to help the lady once, because I've been so busy with this. I was like, they're gonna miss my dinner. They're gonna miss their dinner, and they're gonna be pissed at me because it's my fault. But it was just like so many like bad things were just like coming down all of that because of this one stupid part. And he was like, yeah, like you can leave at 6, like I'll be there. And I was like, okay, cool. So like, I'm really glad that worked out, but it was just like that moment where it's just like, what? And this is the job that I want to quit to. And then continuing with work. so because nobody was home, or nobody that can drive at least, I had to get an Uber home. So I was getting an Uber, and like where my work is, it's not like that confusing, but it can be. In like this big building, and we don't really have like a street sign. You just like, you know that it's there kind of. Like if you know it, you know it. If you don't, it's just some building. But so my Uber, so drove past, like made a U-turn, drove past again, and like kept like circling around the building. So he ended up calling my dad, and he was like, listen, like, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. And so my dad was like, oh, like it's blah blah, the next town over. So I'm standing outside, and I finally see my Uber. Like I was like, that's the Toyota whatever, that's the car. And I checked the license plate. As it was coming up, I was like, okay, yes, this is definitely my car. So we rolled down the window, and I was like, hi. I was like, you're my Uber driver. And so he was still on the phone to Dad, and he was like, yeah, but found her. And so he hangs up the phone, and I finally get in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that was ridiculous. Like you just drove her. I was waiting for my Uber for 10 minutes. When it should have taken him 3 minutes. It was like, you know how it says, your Uber will be there in blah blah minutes? It said 3. It took him an extra 7 minutes because my dad told him the wrong place. And because he got lost. In the cold. 7 minutes in the cold. But it was okay because when I got in, so he was listening to some radio station, then he turned it. And I have a snapshot of it, so I'll put it in. But he turned up this like oldies country music up really loud, and his name was Paul, and he was, I don't know, he was pretty old. So, and it was just like, it was so funny, and he was just like such a nice man. I gave him 5 stars. It was really good. Like I don't know, he was so nice, and I loved him. He was like the best Uber driver I've ever had. But yeah, honestly, that's all I wanted to tell you guys. So I think I'm just going to take my ice cream that's melted and a big blanket and my TV, and I'm gonna watch a Christmas movie. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Watching the Santa Claus. 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend. A good way to end the night before a horse show. Alright, now it's real bye. Bye!